Major bus accident has also taken place in the Soribori area in Guwahati in Assam, killing 27 people with 10 still trapped. We have Vasbir with us on the phone line. Vasbir, what's the latest information you're getting?
Well, this has been one of the worst bus accidents or any road accident in Assam in recent years. A bus carrying a wedding party from Guwahati to the Tihu in the western district of Nalbari met with an accident when it fell off a rickety wooden bridge onto a deep pond last night. And so far 27 bodies have been recovered, and the villagers yesterday night itself have rescued 6 people, and they have been rushed to a nearby hospital at the district town of Nalbari. And 27 bodies have been recovered. In fact, they are now been put onto a truck and shifted to hospitals for post-mortem. In fact, there's a huge crowd which have gathered at the area. And what is important is that, a rickety bridge, there could exist a rickety bridge today on a spot which is just 40 kilometers outside of Guwahati. In fact, it was just on the outskirts of Guwahati, and when the bus actually plunged into the pond. And at the moment, rescuers, basically police divers from the National Disaster Response Team, and they are on the lookout for more bodies. Up to 10 bodies are still, thought to be trapped inside the pond, and people are finding it a hard time to locate the bodies because it's about 20 feet deep. And what is also I need to point out is that the total unpreparedness on the part of the civil police and the paramilitary. In fact, the Kamrup rural district authorities have contacted the National Disaster Response Team soon after the accident around 11:30 last night. But the National Disaster Response Team had no provisions, no infrastructure to launch a search operation at night, and therefore they arrived at the spot, which is not far from where they were located, only at 6:30 this morning. In fact, the NDRF divers actually went into action only around 7:30. So this is surprising because Assam is in a high seismic zone, and therefore it is expected that the authorities would keep standby measures in hand for such kind of eventualities. So therefore questions are being raised as to the preparedness level of the police, paramilitary, civil defense, and other national disaster response team. So these are questions have been raised. And what is also important is that the state roads which are managed by the state PWD are in deplorable condition even today, and the villagers have threatened to burn that rickety wooden bridge if authorities do not take. In fact, they have been accusing the authorities of not paying heed because there have been earlier accidents in that particular state. And this is not an isolated incident, because there are several other state roads which are managed by the PWD and where there are similar kinds of wooden bridges. And in fact, it is high time that these bridges are actually converted into concrete bridges. That has not been.
Right. In fact, we also have Arindam reporting on this story. Arindam, as Vasbir was actually elaborating on the lackadaisical attitude of the authorities to respond to the crisis. Why really did it take so long? Had they arrived earlier, would they be in a position to save some lives?
Well, what we have come to know is that the accident took place at around 10:30 p.m. And in fact, it's the local people who immediately rushed and jumped into the rescue operations. They fished out several bodies, and in fact, they were able to rescue 8 people who are right now admitted in critical condition at several hospitals. And what we have come to know from the district administration is that the district administration requested the NDRF to carry out the rescue operations immediately after the accident took place. But the response from the NDRF was that they do not have the adequate facility or the necessary infrastructure to carry out the rescue operations in the night hours. So the NDRF team arrived. What we have come to know from the police is that they have arrived at the spot only in 5 in the morning, several hours after the accident took place. So that makes a sense that several people could have been saved from this accident.
Right.
And in fact.
Right, absolutely. In fact, Arindam, hold your thoughts. Let's listen in now to some more information coming in. We spoke with S.K. Roy, the Deputy Commissioner of Kamrup, as well as Mr. Swapnil Deka, the additional SP of the region, and here's what they had to say.
About 11 at night, actually. Got the information immediately, and I sent my DC and circle officer there, along with the additional SP. And we sent this recovery van. It was a very deep thing, water was there. So recovery took some time. 24 dead bodies have been recovered so far. Lastly, we have taken out the bars from the deep water. More dead bodies may be there in the in the water.
Last night, one marriage party was coming from Guwahati towards Tihu. Tihu is in Nalbari district, and the bus fell down from a bridge, wooden bridge. And so far, we have recovered 22 bodies. There were around 35 to 36 people on the bus. The NDRF has come, and army is also with us in the rescue operation.
Right, so that's the latest information we are getting. The big accident that took place in Assam, a bus accident that occurred in Soribori region in Guwahati that killed 27 people and 10 are feared trapped. The accident actually took place when a bus fell off a wooden bridge while it was on its way from Guwahati to Tihu.